Barca came of final. Nah, it was a good game, a very, very, very good game. And I where you know. Now a game yeah. Ultimately, you went in free game so because at no point in the game anybody relaxed. That the game was at stake throughout the 90 minutes. I'm if I didn't see that. Rich, Enra, any pass 69,000.
And a game no.
And a copy of Wanda Metropolitano. 69,000. And after the game when the Bible started, this was the atmosphere of the Wanda Metropolitano. Now, two teams in neighbor park in Suninano. Rich, they knew the atmosphere was cagey. This was Enra Tamana Atletico Madrid for no. Area was stadium hono. And you could feel from the fans nini now more on him say, look, yes, Seremo. And you ready the munye bibi my because Omemo ana wano the big clubs ni ensano aye Real Madrid and Barca. And bia Real Madrid aye free mu in the Champions League. Samuma Barca ebe ye free mu in the Copa del Rey. Already league you know, omumi enu asa tie mu. Then it means say your season aba every year. Enti munye bibi mfa man. But Rich, I think say Barcelona for Lebano, they had only one mission. Say once a Real Madrid echo final it there, they will meet them there. And you could clearly see from Barcelona players, you know, Omu faces say they were battle ready for Enra, the normal Bayern. Rich, Unim, for me, this season, matches are matched between Barca and the Atletico Madrid in Yinano. My conclusion is that Barcelona falling in more than Atletico for them. Even in the game now, you lose here, Catalan no. I may say a 2-1 no. Even in that game, we were better than them. But Rich, say Uko Spain, say open one teamer. Rich, say only more trainer and just over Seno, Atletico. Ubet you born a battery armor. But and just only this year over Seno. Simply because Atletico Fono, especially under Diego Simeone, actually over the years, say Rich, you just don't need say only more to beat them. I also more needing. I also aggressive. I also more concentration cosro. A doom now also ucha, also ucha. A doom now also upia, also upia. Rich, say only other things are, including character. And you can't beat Atletico Madrid simply because you are better than them. Now, I'm not making be say game where Barcelona because a two-legged affair. No, Rich, you need to play to qualify. And because of common games, the only match, and any ordinary match, there. What do you say? What the first leg? 4-4. Second leg, you know, what do you need in the game to qualify? You need to play according to SAS script, you know. So when to me more according to data, Rich went from and Enra saw a game in the year. Barcelona played the game according to the script of say on the qualify. I need to make us Rich. Barca started the game with players normally available to Barcelona. No, say Barca person or Bobo no shower. That's the first 11 Barca started here. And all the attacking available players in Nano, Barca do a good game in him. Rich said this season, what follow Barcelona? The moment of Barcelona may change. Not only Eric Garcia, every free bench, every Jenny Finfino, then Barcelona want to close a game. It is already after Barca said first goal, no, you call half by now. Has to flick here the game where I think so 1-0 will be enough. They are game management. And Mamma Eric Garcia say, we didn't close me, Mayfield no. And from Bra. Now, Rich, or the Eric Garcia Ebano. Look at the player who you the film. Or you now about number 10 in Femi Lopez. And the film. And the Eric Garcia number 6. Then we push Pedri. Any Frankie the Younger. Sometimes not Frankie the Young mom and number 6 no. Or pushing on mom echo number 10. What it means is that he want to close the midfield against the Atletico Madrid. And he did that very, very well. Now look at the other changes Hansi Flick here. Rich, you have game then Hansi Flick and in the game management decided to say obey Lamine Yamal. Now on the Martin Abba. Martin a left back. No pushing Rafinha and come maybe a Lamine Yamal Ginano. Now about both body and Gerard Martin on the same left side no. Two left back defenders. Now Obomo Ewoho. You could clearly see say Hansi Flick in the second half were making changes negative changes. Defensive changes. And then and Nadia say Mashabako, I want to close the game. Now Rich. Many Omo can say Atletico Madrid defensive many Omo.
Okay.
And no more game no. They had Griezmann on the pitch. They had Julian Alvarez on the pitch. And they added Alexander Soloff. And by the time I know move chasing game no. Now almost 3 strikers now we are on the pitch.
Obi Subaka say Sabre on the form.
He want to win.
And you open the cat.
Is that defensive? That is not.
But in most cases in the games are good now.
I say Atletico Madrid play games according to what they want from the game. Omo game no as and winner. Omo pe bibia free game no. And the chain players are on bomo our park so. Now for instance, Enra, our starting game no, or starting with 3 back. So where Lenormand and Obo Jimenez and Obo Cesar Spilicueta. And over 2 wing backs in Marco Llorente and Ronaldo. In the second half, some of this sort of buy, he decided to play 4-4-2 now. It's almost 3 back game. It's only one of the center halves over in the 3 back position. And on this sort of buy, then he had Julian Alvarez on 1 wing, Marcos Llorente on the other wing, then Sol of Eddie Griezmann as the 2 strikers. That is Atletico Madrid wanting something from the game. So no positive changes, and that's attacking changes, No Barcelona so any defensive changes. And normal circumstances, the characteristics are in Barcelona excellent game. And what you have known Atletico Madrid to do. So Atletico Madrid na asa obakwa. He want to close the game with a lot of defensive substitutions. And Barcelona normally you don't attacking football or he changes no the conform goals ever. But Enra Rich Hansi Flick decided to give El Cholo a taste of Onankasani poison. Say if you are talking about pragmatism, say Bona Yebono, you know what is at stake. Let's take it out of it and not be so flamboyant. No, so me a coach here, minimum sadi any year. Now Rich, got me here the stories, I heard him mention Abanti Efenit Ferran Torres. Look, Enra, and I've said this before. Me who bust a lineup now, me who said Lewandowski to bench. I understood it. Rich, say all about Atletico Madrid at home. They are very, very physical. And say auto striker or a target striker more. They easily deal with him. And it's all man on Lewandowski. So on Jejenda Omuswa. Lenormand, Jimenez, Aspilicueta. They would have easily dealt with Lewandowski. Hansi Flick decided to give them not a target striker, but member striker over a lot of movement. Enemy say Lenormand, Jimenez, Aspilicueta. Sisi adi omo pekra, a striker or moving to space now or shifting omo along. And social goal now, Ferran Torres essay that was the trademark. And then the entire ball no as a striker. Movement. The moment Lamia ma pick a ball now. So tell you Noskia, and can you want to block? So for one man, I mean, but for Ferran, on the other blocking. And on himself, only chance when it comes to physicality against him and Atmo. It's really a space and it's over running into it. And how mobility or yeah and Enra or they said the first goal no at the Barcelona and it was enough. So Barcelona everything as a team yeah friend Atletico Madrid to reach. I think say we gave Atletico Madrid a very very well calculated chemistry our park and say yeah me as a goal. Now everything is set for El Clasico Copa del Rey final. You see, so we picture where I think it's a perfect picture because we've already beaten Real Madrid to the Super Copa. It's a cup in the Kutayena. Now the next is to play them at the Copa del Rey final. League there, and you know but you have to beat other teams to win it. Now, Rich. Me te say only if you didn't come on and moka say oh I say yensa Real Madrid for no so enti e likely say ye be share o minim say April and e bobo game no eno mu ne we match ni yen duru ho
26
Barrich me wa san bi ka kire Barcelona fans Copa del Rey no ya gi chi obia ye nimbo chi obia but in this century Rich, Yabo El Clasico Copa del Rey final twice. Nina Madrid as Barcelona.
Okay.
In 2011, Cristiano Ronaldo header against Adriano. Pa! Madrid Yapon gave no match to Barcelona 1-0. Okay, sir. Gareth Bale against McBatra Copa del Rey final in 2014. 2-1. And I almost share team I friend Barcelona. And what I'm trying to say is you may be very, very optimistic as a Barcelona fan. Say, since in Pimpia away there, I could cause any shame kum ako. But Rich, young Kai who say, in this century, Copa del Rey final be a Yabu be a El Clasico Biano. Rich, Real Madrid had beaten team your friend Barcelona. And young fan and no infant to her. Now, Rich. And no, because I say, in that team we currently in the last 3-4 years, Senka Omu AC Milan. Meti me aka say, sa season na Luciano Spalletti, and the Scudetto no. That was the only year I ever say na Inter. Our Wadichi, AC Milan, our Wadichi Inter. So we say here anything. You would have easily predicted, say, team and fellow Inter Milan should be able to beat AC. But it's obvious, and according to South script, no. Obviously, said no starting game, no. AC Milan now are underdogs minimum in the game. Through Tammy Abraham got the first goal, and then is the goal he scored. Minim said a class of formations in the air. So 3-4-3 against 4-2-3-1. I say AC Milan for normal 4-2-3-1. Rich, they are able to expose Inzaghi and then they trade back now Auburn. Because I see them creating a lot of chances, playing with confidence. And Rich, Makachi will say the Milan derby, a clear definition of when a football analyst catch will say, Rich, derbies sometimes are different. Because so we AC Milan power against other teams especially some follow Scudetto now. But when they meet Inter, Rich, they are a different team. They play with a lot of purpose. Attitude here, confidence here. But I know go now. I can't no blue. Editing can Rich.
I don't pay my
super goal. There is a drone version. And now Rich, that was a blast of it. And then one was an answer. What do the prior defensive midfielders are say omo form no aka cha no do 1 year pool no ewo fianti 1-1 everything is set again ewo San Siro biem for the second leg no within some short minutes mama conclude with the English Premier League no pa ni ekoye ni rich enu I can say Man City be Leicester enti enye story but no pay me tie Gabi here the stories no ana all can Jack Grealish go now say no ana all who Jack Grealish say ọkọ check here no 2 years in here Jack Grealish enje go rich the bia me catch you say ewiase we on and now kwa and sometimes what story be behind BBS here you will be amazed and I won't say ewiase we rich and now kwa when we say no Jack Grealish share go you know this is a picture of how he celebrated rich so who picture now what do you see obi a on new story make us oh ebi abento o share go a check ana why overwhelmed say we breaking sound draft no but rich enye no and after the game listen to what Jagele said. My little brother passed away 25 years ago today. This day is hard on the family. My mom and dad were here. So to score and to win was brilliant.
What a story.
It was Enrano.
25 years
25 years ago, Saturday na Enra.
No losing in here.
And anemia ketwa. Ewuye.
Wow.
And Saturday ni bia edura. Ayana ekai omo na omo ra ho. Na Enra omo ti stadium ho no. Na ne papa ne ma me nyina wo stadium ho. And for him to score on that day no was something else. And you need to understand these things. Me also say the boy asanta me because oh ninya ne sama ya be cheni go. But that is the story. Which in the absence of Erling Haaland, someone must step in. And I'm happy say no o mama mush esa share go biem e de ma team a me say me touch ni em ba biemo. Mo share ma me. Nti I me the say no o mama mush etimi esi from edema team a ye friend no problem there.
Okay. Monya man.
Because me wie na.
You with Chelsea game now.
Of course.
Emra fi me fi esem no. Enten because Breno kwa na echo.
You fancy ya so am kan fancy ya.
Na enye ya monya fast. Na emfa mra fi me efisam because in league so gradually mu ye de pa na Emidin komono emfa ento say the aba aba kakra
bi oh you too cold Diogo Jota
why sa strikers na on assuming for ni bia
why say trosa
oh ba no abeshe
no look and we go but before I can go no was rich there's only one talking and who will attack away then again about Tarkowski on McAllister.
Career threatening tackle.
And look at his face. Mr. No face.
Why not you prac? And
Rich, this is the tackling video. I was very surprised. Say, in the era of VAR, you maintain a yellow card for Tarkowski. I was surprised. Now, I did share before they say, Rich, your phone game new anymore. Look at the message from the PGMOL. PGMOL acknowledges James Tarkowski should have been issued a red card versus Liverpool. We don't do things like that. But Rich, I want your friend Diogo Jota. They say, where the goal to be? This is the goal. Look at the wave. He kept the ball to himself to make sure say obetimi ashene Liverpool they think so Rich, and there's only one story this evening. And story the Enzo Maresca kind. This is what the Chelsea manager is saying. Or see, we know how important it is for the fans and the club, but it is also important for us to finish where we are now in the Champions League qualification places.
Finito.
I said, no. Now, Rich, because Enra, Enrich, Yabo English Premier League games in Tino. Look at the position of Chelsea now. Sit. Newcastle at 2-0, Man City at 2-0, Nottingham Forest at 2-0. And see, what Enzo Maresca is saying is, look, you need a Sembiaka and then I was Stamford Bridge. I want to see a qualifier come Champions League. Yeah, Rich, we need to beat Team FN and Tottenham. It is as simple as that. The last time they met 3-4 the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I think it's the name you mentioned, goals to be.
Okay.
The Obesha more will win. And I think Chelsea have the tendency to score more. Say able to me a win into Rich. My mama one code. Only the time my code win. And can I come in my code be? But I woke up and saw say betting tax in the floor.
And Ketiak Collins say, men can't say they are picky.
Betting tax a few.
They they are picky.
And see, Mr.
Would just scanning idea.
Mr. say and then and can no conquer weekend. But you celebrate without the betting tax, no. Not me one. It's just one code pay, just to celebrate. Say there is no betting tax to be. So 1A, 2B, AE 79. 1A, 2B, AE 79. 1A, 2B, AE 79. Betway code no. They say betting tax be anyhow. Udia, who sharing in na odi ego account mu.